today, on this rainy day, I'm going to do a little arts and crafts project with some magnets and sewing needle and thread and some blackout material. So it's like totally blocks sunlight. I think it's waterproof. One side's a little more reflective, so it kind of keeps out some heat as well. And so basically, when we sleep at night, we put this shade down, which goes into the tracks on either side. But when we use it, this whole gap right here, because it's rounded, still lets in a lot of light, and because our heads are right here, this is just kind of bright. So my idea was that I got these magnets that are sticky on one side, and then just a plain magnet on the other. So I'm going to take the sticky side and stick them in a, all around the perimeter, and then sew another magnet into the material. So then when we're ready to go to bed, we'll just leave it down here because there's a little bit of room. And then at night, we'll just hang it up and just clip it onto all the magnets. And that should block all of the light. It might have little gaps up top, but I think it's going to be a lot better than this because of this big gap. And worst case scenario, we could always use that and this, and hopefully that would just make it a lot darker in here. So yeah, we're going to try that out. So first, I'm going to take some magnets and put the sticky side out so I have something to work with to try to put this material onto. I ended up doing 5 across the top, 4 across the bottom, and then 1 on each side. See if I can stretch this between the magnets. It did come with this sticky stuff, but I thought magnets would be better just for like clipping it on and off because it's not a permanent thing, and like I read Velcro's not as great with the sunlight and the heat. It's a little stiffer than I thought, but that's alright. Is this supposed to come apart? No, it has to, because I know it was supposed to be wide enough. So I did a initial just, putting it up so I can see how much material I need to cut off, which is quite a bit on the bottom. Right now the magnets are just holding it there, but I left some extra material so I can sew it. I'll be sewing it kind of like this to itself, but on the other side, so this side isn't showing. It'll just be all black. But yeah, we're gonna start with just cutting a couple squares worth of material off because it's kind of hard to tell with that much extra. So I got some extra. So I have room to sew. Better. I think I'm gonna do is take off a corner, put a magnet on the other side so it's stuck exactly where it needs to be on the fabric, and sew it on. That might be a pain in the butt. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but we're gonna try. And if it doesn't work, we'll try again. I am not knowledgeable about sewing. I just try my best. So fingers crossed it holds up, but if not, I'll just hack at it again and hopefully it stays. I'm gonna use this to see exactly, hold it in the same spot, like that. So then I can just fold it over and sew that in there. I'm basically just gonna sew a circle around it and give it some room so we can move the magnet a little bit side to side. Just so if we ever need to kind of adjust it, we have a little bit of wiggle room. All right, I got 1 sewn.
Nice.
Woo! Woo! So, several hours later, actually I'll turn this light on. I am pretty proud of this. I think it came out pretty good. I don't love this corner. It's a little looser here, but it's pretty tight everywhere else. I guess I could cut a little more material there off, but super easy. Just snaps right on. You know, it's not like the cleanest thing, but I think it works pretty darn well. This is the finished product. And basically we will roll it, keep it down there during the day, unless it's hot and we want to kind of reflect some of the sun. And then when we're ready for bed, just find the top. Here. I'm happy with that.